Today, we are going to be recovering this abandoned bulldozer. It's a John Deere, and it's been sitting in this barn untouched for 10, but probably more years than that. Will we be able to get it started and finally drive it out of this old barn? Before we can get there, we have to start the truck and get this trailer to the barn. Let's see if it starts. This is a 1995 Peterbilt with almost 1 million miles of it. And really, I can't believe it started because it's given us nothing but problems since the day we brought it home from auction. We've got quite the load of things coming with us today. We've learned from all of our previous experience starting things in barns. We've got a full can of gas, a full box of tools.
That's diesel. This loader's a diesel.
4 batteries.
Look how big those things are.
And to go with the batteries, a jump pack, and then a crate full of all sorts of various fluids we could possibly need. I'm sure this thing's pretty low.
Pretty proud of those batteries. Those things are huge.
This is a big deal for the battery bandit. Actually bringing batteries to the scene of a crime, I'm impressed.
That dozer doesn't stand a chance. It's coming home with us.
All right, maybe the excavator trailer was a good buy. We just keep using it. I think this winch and pony motor are gonna come in handy. All right, let's get this show on the road.
It's fine. We don't worry about it. It'll go away in a little bit.
Just give it a second. Ignore those.
Once the truck gets up to temp, it stops beeping. I don't know if that's like a factory warning system or what, but it's always done that.
Looks like we're driving into the eye of a storm coming up. Did you put the rain tires on?
I made sure the windshield wipers work.
Oh, that's a good sign. Show them the wiper speed, Grant.
It's got one speed.
The wipers have 1 speed, and that is on.
Here, there, and
ready?
on.
Oh, there we go. Now we can see. We're pulling up to the scene of the crime. Maybe I should say the scene of the barn. The dozer doesn't come by itself. It actually comes with, for the purchase price, a trailer that we can haul it on. Fortunately, the trailer is less than roadworthy. So we're going to load the trailer up on our trailer first, then we'll get the dozer up. This trailer was custom designed, specially to haul that dozer. It's got a triple axle and old style Dayton wheels on it. Fortunately, this thing's not going down the road until we do some fixing on it. Our excavator trailer has worked out great, not only to haul the excavator, but all the other things we find. So I think it'll be really nice to keep this trailer with the bulldozer. Oh no, hold on, tire. I love dragging things out of the weeds and seeing them put to good use again. The winch is working really well. A skid steer is just so maneuverable. Plus all the creature comforts. I bet Grant wishes the excavator trailer was a triple axle. Nice and easy, slow and steady does the job. Let's take a look at this thing. First thing I notice is this thing reminds me so much of a tractor. So yes, it's John Deere, but it's got a rear hitch on it and rear hydraulics. There is a rollover cage, which is more than can be said for the last dozer we found in a barn. It's got a seat on it, metal tracks, and the grousers aren't all worn off. I wonder what kind of life this thing has had. All I know is it's been sitting in this barn for a long time. It's a 4-cylinder diesel, a John Deere 450. Good news. I do see batteries. I'm sure they're no good. Looks like we're missing some parts. There's no hood on this thing. Wonder if mice have gotten into the exhaust. Oh, hey, we're in luck. Here it is, sitting right here. Looks like this is a 6-way blade. I think Grant's really gonna like that. I still don't really know how to run a bulldozer. I know this puts it in gear, and then each of these levers runs their respective tracks on either side. I'm a little bit nervous about the wiring on our gauges. If I had to guess, it doesn't really work because this is pulled out. I'm worried that maybe someone started working on this thing and gave up halfway through. I'm wondering if this lever controls the blade, because you can move it from all different sides. This is possibly where you fill it up with fuel back here.
The seat looks like it's actually in pretty good shape.
Looks kind of soft. It's a wide one.
Is this a neutral? Oh, it's got a little neutral flip thing. That's cool.
Standing on the tracks feels weird.
Oh, look at the mouse nest behind here.
All right, don't wiggle that thing around too much.
Oh, it's got a key. That's good news.
Wow, that is a great sign.
These gauges look just like the 40/20 gauges.
Really?
Look at these things. Is there an hour meter on this thing? But they're yellow. Well, the whole thing's yellow. Oh, look at the foot pads right here.
Well, they are John Deere.
You should sit in it. See how you fit.
Let's give this thing a try, shall we? I actually fit pretty well. Yeah, this is nice. To get this abandoned bulldozer up, running, and out of this old farm barn, first we need to check all the fluids, replace the batteries, figure out how to crank this thing over, hopefully lift this blade up off the ground and drive it out of the barn, finally, after so many years, and onto our trailer. We've done this a time or two, so Grant and I kind of have a little bit of a routine down. So first things first, we're gonna try to find the dipstick. We're gonna have a race. All right, here we go. There's no point even trying to start this thing if the engine's locked up. So hopefully I can find a dipstick and we can find some oil on it. Okay, start the timer now. The problem is everything is yellow on this thing. And so it all kind of looks the same. Maybe on the other side.
Usually dipsticks are on that side.
Um,
The last time we did this, there was actually no dipstick.
I think that's the, oh, here we go. Got it.
Easiest one yet.
Easiest one yet. And hey, okay, so it's a little low, but there is oil.
Okay, I did bring extra oil.
So that's a good sign. Should we take a look at our inventory? The calendar has rolled over to April and planting is here. Long days, late nights, and you know health stuff is going to be falling to the bottom of the priority list. You're running hard from place to place, trying to keep it all together, but somewhere in the back of your mind is that nagging issue you've been wanting to get checked out. But then weeks go by, and weeks turn into months, and that thing is still there, begging to be dealt with, and getting a little louder every time you slow down enough to notice it. That was me not long ago. I was laying in bed, trying to figure out what was wrong with me. And the more I read, the worse it sounded. I finally thought, Why am I doing the guesswork here? I'm a farmer. I need to go talk to a doctor. That is why I've partnered with today's video sponsor, ZocDoc. It just makes that first step so easy. ZocDoc is a free website that helps you find and book in-network doctors that work with your insurance. No phone calls needed. You can search for what you need, see doctors near you, and read real reviews. So you're not showing up blind just hoping for the best. They have over 150,000 providers stationed in all 50 states. You can do an in-person visit or online. I live in the middle of nowhere, and in the middle of the planting season, being able to talk to a doctor without having to stop the tractor is huge. Appointments are easy and happen fast, usually within 72 hours of booking. If you've been putting something off, today is the day. Go to ZocDoc.com/Laura Farms and take care of yourself, please, for my sake. The link is in the description and it's completely free. Thank you so much to ZocDoc for sponsoring today's video and keeping us all in our best health. Now, back to work.
All right, I'm in my favorite place, an old corn crib. See all these slots? I'd fill this up with ear corn and let it dry and use it to feed animals all winter. And I'm kind of glad because it's kind of rainy out today. But we've got oil, coolant, full cans of ether, my favorite, PV blaster, hydraulic oil, diesel, jump pack, and I dug my old toolbox out just for this.
Now we're talking.
Look at this thing.
Look at all this stuff in there.
I've got it full. We got all the tools we could need.
We're gonna be set.
Yep. All right, we should start by changing the batteries out.
On previous barn expeditions, we've been severely lacking in our batteries that we brought. We are not messing around this time. We have two of maybe the biggest batteries I have ever seen. Dug these out of the combine. Of course, didn't buy new ones. And then two smaller ones. If this thing doesn't start off of this cranking power, I don't know what'll do it.
Unfortunately, the Dozer is 24 volts, so we definitely need two batteries. And by the looks of it, those big ones won't fit.
Oh, that's
But
disappointing.
we can use them for backup.
Okay.
All right. Well, the first thing I want to check is the coolant.
Ooh, do you think it's dry and crusty in there? Oh.
Hope not. Man, everything on this Dozer is so straight. Oh, there's coolant in it. Look how green that is.
No.
Look at it.
There's no way.
It's beautiful.
I have never. What?
Look at all of the junk on this. But look how nice that little flap is.
I am very impressed. Before this thing was parked in a barn, the owners took real good care of it.
Look at the cobwebs on the exhaust. This thing is old. Okay, I see an air filter in there. That's good.
Do you think that's a mouse nest?
I honestly, besides the actual electrical box, well, never mind. There's mouse poop everywhere.
I think there's poop of all sort everywhere on this thing.
Oh, it's got a block heater.
What?
We might need it. It's kind of cold today. Do you think the engine's free?
So on the tractor that we started, we could just literally turn a crank to see if the engine could crank over. How do we do that on this?
It's a little bit more difficult. I think we're gonna have to actually just hook batteries up to it. Another thing I want to check is the hydraulic oil, which I think is in a tank over here. Oh, this thing is money.
Is that the indicator?
Yeah, that's the hydraulic tank. Well, I don't know where you fill it, but
Maybe from under that armrest?
maybe because
If that lifts up? I don't know if it's hinged.
Wow.
Hey, there we go.
Ooh.
What's in there?
Bunch
Oh,
of crusty
my.
stuff. Look at a bunch of.
All sorts
Mouse
of
poop.
lines and hoses.
Oh, look at this thing. Right?
I'm pretty sure that's what runs the blade.
Oh, look at the action on that
Don't
thing.
you think?
That's got to be.
That's got to be the blade.
What does that thing do?
I think we've got a lot to learn. Have you ever run a bulldozer, Grant?
I run your dad's, but that thing's way different. Okay, all of the fluid and the fluid containers on this thing are looking great. I do think we need to add a little bit of engine oil.
We are never this lucky, Grant.
Well, it hasn't started yet. I'm also gonna look at the diesel tank because it's probably full of rust or empty. Man, look at that.
It still has a seal.
Okay, it's definitely a little bit rusty in there, but I do see diesel. Okay. Oh, look at that. Here's the stick.
To see how full it is?
That's cool. Ooh.
I'm not really seeing much on the stick.
It's at the very end. Okay, we're going to have to add some diesel to this.
I don't want this thing running out of fuel while we're trying to get it on the trailer. We brought 5 whole gallons. Hopefully that should be enough. Since I'm filling right by where I'm going to be sitting and driving this thing, my hope is that I don't spill too much. This seat is still in such nice condition here.
The roof on this barn is still kind of good, but there's a lot of holes beginning to form.
Come on, Laura, lift.
Sorry, I had to fill that thing all the way up.
Yeah, it's so full. All right. Moment of truth.
It's not looking good.
It's really not looking good.
It's pretty cold. Don't break the spout
I'm
off.
trying not
Then we'll
to.
have a mess. Oh, here. It's a team effort here.
Woo! I got it with my leg now. How many gallons do you think this thing holds?
Quite a few. Look how big this tank is. Man, the metal and the paint is in such good condition on this thing.
For being an old farm barn and an old farm dozer, so far I'm impressed.
I'm so excited to drive this. Hopefully the engine still turns over and we can get it started.
Can this dozer help with our pond build or not so much?
It would be the perfect thing.
Really?
So I'm digging all of the black dirt off the top, and then I'm gonna have to push up all of the clay from the bottom up on the sides to seal it. This would be perfect.
Hopefully we get it started and can put it to good use.
So I know we're dumping a lot of diesel into this thing and we haven't even paid for it yet. But
Ooh. Yeah, I hope it starts. We've wasted 5 gallons of good diesel if it doesn't.
that was kind of the deal. If it starts, we'll buy it.
That's it. That's the last of it.
But it also comes with a trailer.
Grant and I love barn finds because barn finds usually mean really good deals if they start and work. We, if this thing starts, and that's a big if, are going to pay $4,000 for this bulldozer.
Is that
You think
a good
that's
deal?
worth it? Is that a good deal?
It's seeing as how good a condition everything is so far, it will be if it runs.
We just got to get it started. Can use my side pour technique here, even though I'm going into a funnel. Want enough engine oil so when this thing starts, just gonna speak that out loud and hopefully it makes it true. It's good to go. All right, let's start there. It is a chilly winter day, but spring will be here before you know it. Ooh, we're looking much better. Get a little bit higher to bring it up between those arrows right in the middle, and we should be good. Perfect. Next, on to the batteries. Before we get this thing started and out of this barn, I wanted to take a second to share with you something I'm super passionate about. First Market Beef. This is my company that I have built from the ground up. After now 6 years of sharing my farming life here in Nebraska, I realized how many people want to trust just where their food comes from. So I created a way to get high quality farm raised beef straight from my farm to your family's table. Our cattle are raised right. starting on grass here in Nebraska and finishing on grain that we grow ourselves, which gives our beef that incredible flavor and tenderness. Everything is USDA inspected, vacuum sealed, and shipped frozen direct to your doorstep. If you've ever wondered where your beef should come from, First Market Beef is your answer. Check it out at the link below and taste the First Market Beef Nebraska difference. And for a limited time, we're offering $20 flat rate shipping on orders of $75 or more. Get yours now before it sells out. Now, back to the barn. Now this is what I need, Grant. A locking key on our battery boxes to keep you out of them.
Well, it's more of a disconnect.
Oh, are you sure?
Yeah.
That's too bad. I need a key to keep you out.
Okay, I'm just gonna hook up the jump pack before we take everything apart, just to see if we got lights.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Jump pack is hooked up.
Here goes
Is it
nothing.
on?
Nope.
Ah!
Ah.
What happened? Ah! You're scaring me.
Okay, did not like that.
Well, I didn't like that either. I'm not trying to burn this barn down.
Oh. I'm gonna just fried our jump pack.
Oh no, really?
Oof. All right, well, yikes.
That was violent.
Yeah, it was. Okay, maybe I'm just gonna put new batteries in it. That didn't work very well.
How are our batteries looking?
So originally I thought it was 24 volt, but it's actually 12 volt. And so I got it all figured out. But I found these wrenches. These things are awesome. It's a Mac wrench. And they're like,
Where did you find that?
somebody gave them to me, but they're Mac, like, those are nice tools. I would never buy tools like this, but it is the most handy battery wrench. Look how small it is. But it's got these little like claw ends.
Does it fit right on there?
It's the best wrench I've ever used. But see, this is a 9/16. Look how dainty it is.
Dainty?
It works like, I mean, look at this thing. It's got that claw on there, and you can just crank everything down. But
Wow, I'm so glad. Okay, last time we turned this battery switch on, we saw sparks. And I'm not trying to burn this barn down. So Grant's going to flip it again now that we have things reconfigured. You ready?
okay.
Wow, that was way better than last time. Do we have voltage?
Do we have voltage?
Test, test.
That would be a no.
Oh,
But
that's not good.
one sec. I haven't used this in a while. Okay.
There's no bulb in it. That's why there's no voltage.
Okay.
Silly.
Well, I guess the only other test we could do is just turn the key. But let's okay, to get this dozer running and out of the barn, we've checked all the fluids.
And fluids are like good.
Everything looks great.
Hydraulic fluid, engine oil, fuel. Check the air filter.
We need to make sure it's
Batteries.
not in gear.
Make sure it's in neutral before we even try to turn the key.
Neutral, and then we need to make sure there's not a throttle shut off.
Ooh.
So,
Okay.
okay.
Let's explore that. Okay. This, I think, is our throttle here. So I'm going to try to move that up a little bit. Like I'm starting the 40-20. And then here's my key. So this key turn is going to figure out if we're spending $4,000 and getting a bulldozer or if we're going home wet, tired, cold, and out of 5 gallons of diesel. Here we go. Nothing.
Nothing?
Nothing.
Dang it.
I can.
Okay, turn it again.
Nothing.
Okay, let me try one thing with the ground.
Still no sparks from the battery box, which is nice. This is my old reliable semi-start trick, and we've tried this on the 40-20 before. We're going to hook the jump pack directly up to the starter. Hopefully give us some extra juice.
Okay, so the jump pack would light up if we had power.
And it's not lighting up.
Oh,
Maybe we just need to wiggle things a little bit more. Should I try turning the key for a sec?
okay. Now try. Now try. We have power.
We've got power.
We've got power.
Key turn.
Oh, wait. Now try.
Okay, ready?
Nothing. What? Oh, that's so disappointing.
Nothing. This is what Grant was talking about earlier. We know it's a neutral because we flip this thing over. It says it's a neutral. Then you flip it over, and this is how you can move around your gears. But when you flip that over, definitely a neutral. How did we start that other dozer? Did we pull started it, didn't we?
Yeah, because it had a pony motor.
That's right. There's nothing on.
Oh, I think I found my problem.
What's our problem?
I had it on this leg, not this one. This one goes the actual batteries. I think this switch is junk.
Okay.
Let's try it now.
Okay.
Ready? All right. Try it now.
Take 3.
Okay, the key switch does not seem to be working, but we have power to the starter. So I brought my own starter switch. I'm gonna jump it, and I just wanna see if it turns over. And if it starts turning over good, you can give it a little spray, and hopefully it pops off.
Grant says he brought his own starter switch. It really means he brought a screwdriver. This does make me a little bit nervous. This was gonna require some quick action on my part. I'm going to try the key just one more time.
Okay. Nope.
Nothing. Okay. So Grant is now going to use a screwdriver on the starter, and I'm ready with some sure start. Surely this thing will start, right?
Ready?
I'm ready.
Oh, it turned.
Holy cow, it's cranking over.
Okay, a little less ether. Let's just let it. Oh, yeah, give it some. Okay, we're running out of juice.
Okay. All right, hold on.
Okay,
It cranks over.
The key switch is on. Our fuel is on. Did
Key
you see
switch
any
is-
smoke? Was there any smoke?
No, I did not see any smoke. Key switch is on. I've got a little bit of throttle going. This is crazy. Grant, are we buying a bulldozer today?
If it starts.
Oh, I'm getting excited now. I can smell the ether. It smells like starting something.
Okay, ready? All right, one more time. One more. Okay. Yes.
Oh my goodness. Smoky!
Spray! Oh yeah, you gotta keep her going.
Keep her going, okay.
We're getting her.
My goodness, I think a leaf came out at me.
We gotta make sure. Okay, I'm going to crack the fuel line to make sure we have fuel coming.
Oh, I didn't even think about that. All our fuel bowls we've done before.
This fuel system is just like the 6600, so it should pump some out.
Okay, so the fuel line is cracked.
Your job is ether.
Okay, here we go.
Ready?
Yep.
It's pumping fuel.
Okay, did fuel come out?
It did come out.
Whew.
All right, let's go again.
Okay, what is it going to take to keep this running, not just running off ether?
Well, it's got to get all the air out of the line of the fuel. But since it was empty, we gotta.
Gotcha.
It's got a mechanical
we gotta get
pump.
some fresh fuel.
We're getting there. We're getting
All
there.
right, let's do this again.
Oh.
Get our ignition switch in place, Grant. When we went to crack the injector lines, we actually found out that all the return lines were cracked and leaking. So our theory is that the reason it only stays running off the ether sprays is because air is getting into the fuel system through those cracked return lines. So we're going to head to town and hopefully they've got some parts for us. Crazy that even with how old it is, they still have parts at John Deere.
Still have parts.
Got our parts. Hopefully this will fix our air in the fuel problem. Oh my goodness. Grant, what'd we find?
I think I blew the fuse.
Okay.
And
Hold on. Ready? Turn the key. Yes! Yes! Okay. It doesn't run, but the key starts it. This is major. This is major. Whew. We're on our last resort light. This is the last light we brought. That one's out of battery. The handheld flashlight's out of battery. The big one's on its last leg. We're on hour number 7 of trying to get this started. Slowly but surely, guys. At least we got the key to crank the engine. I feel way better about turning the key than I do jumping the starter with a screwdriver or a pair of pliers. I just can't wait to get these tracks moving again after so many years. I can practically hear it. It's gonna be great. Just have to keep it running. Now that we knew the dozer would run, our next problem to tackle was the fuel. As we dug deeper and deeper into the problem, we began to fall in love with this little barn-find dozer. Grant continued to work to get all of the air out of the lines and get new, clean fuel through them, but nothing seemed to work, and it still wouldn't run. As the day went on and we began to lose daylight, we determined that the injection pump was our culprit and was totally seized up from what we could tell. With all the work we'd already put into it, we just couldn't stand to leave the little dozer in a cold barn all alone for one more night. So we decided to pull it out of the barn and load it up on the trailer and take it to its nice new home where it would spend its first night of many in a warm shop. We are running out of artificial light, battery, and daylight. So we're gonna run the risk. We're pulling out of the barn without it starting. We're just going to get it loaded onto the trailer so we can get it back to our shop. We did get the blade off the ground, which feels like a big win to me. Oh, easy peasy. The new pulling the old out of the barn. Now we just gotta see if it'll actually turn. Look at those tracks. Dust just absolutely falling out of them. It's been so many years. These tires are where the blade sat. Look at these tracks. Look at that. Grant can use the brakes to actually turn by just stopping one side of the tracks. Grant goes, just play this clip in reverse. It'll look like it's driving and pulling the skid steer. Cool. Now, obviously, I wish we were seeing this in the light of the day, driving under its own power. I'm a little disappointed that it had to be pulled out of the barn. But the bright note is that it is out of the barn, right? We're gonna take small wins. Now the key is going to be getting loaded up square on the trailer. Up, up, up we go. Gotta get it over that lip. Come on, John Deere. Both of you. I hope it doesn't slam down. Woo! Watching the dozer be pushed onto the trailer, we were so excited to be taking it home. It was getting too cold and too dark in that dirty old barn. If we didn't take this thing home and get it cleaned up and running, we were sure nobody was going to. The injection pump needed to be pulled off, and it was definitely due for an oil change. And there was a lot that needed to happen before this old dozer would run under its own power and fuel again. But we were not ready to give up. We transported it home and are ready to get this to work, feeling excited at the prospect of a new project that could help us around the farm. $4,000 later, and we have a dozer that we're pretty sure will run, and a trailer that is definitely not roadworthy yet. What do you think? Did we make it out okay? Can we get this dozer running? Will the trailer ever haul the dozer down the road again? I know you're busy and don't have an hour and a half to watch us try to figure it out. So subscribe and stay tuned to find out in next week's video. That is probably the smoothest and unpowered trailer loading has gone in a long time. I'm always grateful for extra eyes and hands to help Grant and I out. At the end of the day, there's now one less perfectly good piece of iron left to be forgotten in a barn. It can now be taken home to a new farm where it can be given new life and put to work once again, just like it was made to do. I can't wait to get to the root of the issues on this John Deere 450 crawler. This dozer is just going to be so cool. And I can't wait to see it driving and pushing dirt under its own power. Sounds like we've got some issues to diagnose before we can actually put it to work. So you're just gonna have to stay tuned for that. I would love to hit 1 million subscribers by the end of 2026, and we're getting closer, but I can only do that with your help. Subscribing is free and lets me know that you like what we're doing here on the farm. I would love to continue rescuing pieces of equipment. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you in the next one. Bye.